The quote, and then I'm going to tell you a little story about my simple letting go of something, and maybe that might help. I'm hoping them slides and you got something from them, because they felt very, very practical for me, and you can make of them what you will. This is a quote, and it's not about daily increase, but it's about daily decrease. Let go of the complexity of your insecure thinking and move towards the simplicity of your creative, quiet mind. And in that moment, sit with it. Sit with the feeling and the emotion for 90 seconds. 90 seconds. I promise you, it won't hurt you. It has nothing, no power over you if you don't give it any thinking. We distract ourselves away from that. The hardest thing to tell somebody, including me, is to go and sit in your quiet mind where you're just going to ruminate for hours with all that negative thinking. It's horrible, I know, but it's the best thing you can do. It's the best thing you can do. So when I started on this keto journey, I had to get rid of one thing, and that was I was a chocoholic. I could eat chocolate for Scotland, it's Burns night, and England. And somehow, with sitting with it, going, why do I do that? Why do I reach out for that comfort food, that food of choice, which is chocolate for me? And I took it back to a time when there's 7 of us in our family, so 9 including my mum and dad. And my mum and dad used to go out, they used to socialise, and your siblings would look after you. And they used to make us feel better by leaving us with some pop, some crisps, and some chocolate. How comforting was that? That's nice, isn't it? Your mum and dad go out, you don't know any better, and you're left with some food, and you think, oh, this is nice, this comforts me. And I knew when I went on my keto journey that would be the one thing that unhinged me. It would be the one thing that took me away from. And I lost 46 pounds in 16 weeks because I got rid of this not being able to, or not wanting to, eat chocolate. And it was simple. It was simple for me. When I sat with it, I said, why I'm eating chocolate? And it was to replace love. It was to replace love. Lost love. And I don't mean the big stuff, the grief, and I mean even little things. Little things that just make you feel a little bit rejected. And this is all hypnotic. It happens when you're between the age of 0 and 7. You don't even know this is going on, that you have to do things, be cute, whatever it might be, to be smart, be funny, to get that acceptance, to avoid rejection. And you know what? Sitting on your own, being bored, mindless, is actually a form of rejection once you turn all the distraction off. When you don't have that inner peace, when you don't have that self-love, when you don't have that self-care. So when I realized that food was replacing love, I just turned the notch up on self-love. I just made that my go-to. And it was remarkable, the change in me, once I realized that actually that's quite a humble thing to do. It's not a big-headed thing to do, which would be my conditioned thinking. It's okay to love yourself. In fact, it's the best thing you can do, because you can't actually love anyone else until you do properly, without any fallout, we'll say, without little things maybe causing irritations or angers or frustrations. And it just feels like, when you sit with it, and don't get me wrong, I still get things coming in I have to deal with, I still get them, but it just seems so easy to deal with. And part of that for me was, I'm human. It's habitual, insecure thoughts. I wrote this down, see if it makes sense to me now. And it leads to looking and addressing that comfort hit. You're looking for the dopamine release. You're looking for the oxytocin of the missing love. You're looking for that. but it's subconscious. That's why you don't see, I see people saying, I don't know what I've done, I've just sabotaged myself, and why do I do this? I've just done this and I've done really well, and then bang, something happens. And if you just notice them thoughts, and you have to know this as well, that thoughts and emotions are inseparable. That's what makes it a little bit more difficult. They're inseparable. And they give you the experience in life. So I would choose your thoughts wisely.